Hello and welcome to Twist of Peace Yoga. I'm Ashley, your instructor, and this is Vinyasa Flow. Today we'll be focusing on our shoulders and strengthening our arms. So if you're ready, go ahead, take a seat on your mat, find a nice, comfortable position. Take a moment to release and let go. Taking a deep breath. In and out. Let your eyes gently close and allow yourself to be right where you are. Take this moment to connect with your breath. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Let your eyes release. Let your shoulders relax. Let your legs sink down towards the mat. And bring your mind's awareness to your breath, to the rise and fall of your chest, to the filling and emptying of your belly, and to the sensation of air as it flows in and around your nose. When you're ready, find a word or phrase that is a feeling or a ideal that you would like to carry with you through this practice. It can be something like strong, released, flexible, something spiritual or mental like peace, calm, ease. Whatever it is you're wanting to take away from your practice today, find that word or phrase and carry it with you throughout your practice, using it like a mantra. Set your intention for what you want out of this practice. Allow yourself to let go of the rest of your day, let go of the things that need to come ahead for the rest of the week, and let yourself be right where you are right now. When you're ready, let your eyes gently open. Take a moment to roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back. Nice big shoulder rolls up towards your ears and back. Making those big, deep shoulder rolls. And after one more, go ahead and let the shoulders sink down the back. Your hands rest. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, reaching up first through one side and then the other. And all the way up. And then when you're ready, bend the elbows and bring them in line with the shoulders, strong goddess arms. Take a deep breath in. Reach the head and heart up. Pull those elbows back towards each other. Exhale, bring the hands up together in front of you and bow over your lap, rounding out the spine. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, out to goddess arms. Pull those elbows back towards each other. Exhale, bring the hands together, bow over the lap again. Continue this motion with your breath, inhaling the arms up and back, exhaling the hands down and over. As you do this, you'll find that you get that rotation through the shoulders, up into the neck, as well as into the back, the mid and low back, lifting that head and heart, creating that opposition of the concave and convex back, finding strength in the shoulders and waking up the spine. Deep breaths. One more, inhale up. Exhale down. And after your exhale, go ahead and roll the spine up, bringing the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, bring right hand to the, or left hand to right knee rather. Left or right hand comes behind. Look over towards the right side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit more into the twist. Couple more. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink. Go as far as feels good to you. Honor your body. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink. When you're ready, take a deep breath. Lift the head and heart. Come back to center. Exhale there. Take a little bit of organic movement to readjust and recenter your spine. And then when you're ready, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, bring right hand to left knee this time. Left hand comes behind. Look over towards that left side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little more into the twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink. Deep breath in, one more. Exhale, sink just a little bit more. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Take a little bit of organic movement, moving that spine around. Very good. Roll the shoulders back and let them sink down. As you do, stretch your left arm out, pointing down towards the mat. And as you exhale, let your right ear sink down towards your right shoulder. Be sure to keep the shoulder down away. Raise your right hand and let it rest on the left side of your head, creating a long stretch from left fingertip all the way up through the left ear. Couple deep breaths here. On your next inhale, lift the right arm up, let the head come up, back to center. Stretch the right arm down, pointing fingertips down towards the mat. Lift the left arm up, bring left ear to left shoulder. Left hand rests on the right side of the head. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, lift the left hand up, bring the head back up to center. Let that left hand release, let the shoulders release. You can take a little bit of movement in the neck here. If you'd like to tuck the chin to your chest and roll it from side to side, making sure not to go all the way around. Do that as well. Really nice and loose in the neck. And when you come back to center, we'll make our way to hands and knees. So coming into hands and knees, find your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nice, neutral spine. Spread your fingers wide, bend the elbows just a little bit to take that pressure off the bones and engage your muscles. You can have your toes curled under or laid flat, whichever feels best to you. From here, drop the belly, lifting the head and heart and pointing that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine, drop the head down, press through the shoulders. Inhale, lift the head and heart, drop the belly to cow pose. Exhale, pull that belly in, round the spine, drop the head down, coming into cat pose. Inhale, lift the head and heart, drop the belly. Exhale, pull the belly up towards the spine. Drop the head. Continue with this motion with your own breath, that rhythm. It could be faster or slower than mine. Inhale, lift the head, drop the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in, drop the head. Remember to allow your breath to cue your movement. So letting those impulses to inhale and exhale tell you when it's time to move without making your breath match your movement. Go through this a couple more times. And then when you're ready, come back after an exhale to a neutral spine. From here, I'm going to keep in a neutral spine. We're going to wake up the spine going from side to side. So looking over your right shoulder towards your toes and back to center. Look over to the left side, over the left shoulder towards your toes and back to center. So exhaling as we look over to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Continue at your own pace. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. One more on each side. Exhale right. Inhale center. And exhale left. Inhale to center. From here, take the knees a little wide, bring the toes together, send the hips back towards the heels, and stretch the arms out to release some of that pressure that may have accumulated on the shoulders. Let the forehead rest on the mat. Breathe deep into the belly. Let those arms stretch out as far as you'd like. Couple deep breaths. When you're ready, press your palms into the mat. Lift back up to hands and knees. Bring your knees underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide. From here, step your right foot back and then your left, coming into a plank. Press through those heels. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send the hips up towards the sky, coming into your first downward dog. Bend one knee and then the other as you walk out your dog. Get everything nice and waking up the backs of the legs and the spine. Melt your heart towards your thighs. And when you're ready, look forward towards the top of the mat. Walk slowly. Walk your feet up towards the top of the mat. Coming into your forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Let your arms dangle or even take opposite elbows here. Take deep breaths as you let your spine release and relax. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no to release the neck. And when you're ready, let the hands release down. Draw the fingertips up the shins, coming into a halfway lift, creating that nice neutral spine. Pull the shoulders up into their sockets. From there, let the hands come back down, dangling just for another moment. And then press into the feet to roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way back up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Very good. Take a breath. And from here, come into your standing mountain pose. So for standing mountain pose, bring your feet about hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders back. Press into all four corners of the feet. Bend your knees. As you roll your shoulders back, lift your hips up and back, tucking in the tummy, and bring your front ribs in and down. Soft shoulders, strong fingers, loose neck. Take deep breaths here. As you breathe, imagine you're pulling the energy up from the earth through your feet, all the way through the body as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow it to release through the top of your head out into the room. When you're ready, let your eyes open. Reach your arms up overhead for extended Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive down, bringing your hands down to the mat. I'll turn sideways so you can see from here. Coming into your forward fold. Inhale, bring the fingertips up to the shins for a half lift. Exhale, drop the hands down, plant the hands on the mat, and step the feet back into a plank. Coming into plank, make your adjustments, press through the heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the knees straight down where they are. Shift your weight forward over your hands. Exhale, head, chest, and belly come down in one piece. Inhale the head and heart up for cobra. Take a breath in cobra and exhale. Curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back. Deep breaths. Again, if you're feeling any tightness in the back of your legs, you can paddle the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Melt the head and heart back towards the thighs. And take deep breaths. Send those heels down towards the mat. You can adjust your stance as much as you need to here. And on your next exhale, look towards the top of the mat. Walk your feet up. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, spread the arms wide, coming up nice, strong back. Inhale all the way up and exhale down to heart center. Take a deep breath here at heart center. From here, inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to shins, half lift. Exhale the hands down. Plant the hands on the mat and walk the feet back into plank. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a breath in plank. Exhale, drop the knees straight down where they are. Shift the weight forward. Head, chest, and belly coming down at the same time. Inhale, the head and heart up for cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, send the hips up and back for downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here in down dog. Deep breaths. When you're ready, on the next exhale, look forward, walk or step your feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, the arms wide, strong back. All the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale the hands to the mat. Plant your hands. Step the feet back. Inhale and plank. Exhale, drop the knees straight where they are. Shift your weight forward. Down into chaturanga. Head, chest, and belly come down. Inhale the head and heart up for cobra. Exhale the hips up and back for down dog. Couple breaths here in down dog. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, go ahead and step your feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands down to heart center. Deep breath. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Plant your hands on the mat. And from here, step your right foot back up onto the toes. And then pivot that heel down to about a 45-degree angle. Bend deep into the front knee. When you're ready, cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Bend deep in that front knee. Gaze over the fingers of the left hand. Find your stance. Nice and easy. Deep breath. Soft shoulders. The longer you hold your arms, the stronger you'll become. Sink down a little bit further with each exhale. Keep that knee, the front knee over the ankle. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale, cartwheel the hands down onto either side of the foot on the mat. Pivot onto the toes of the right foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step that right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, the arms all the way up. Exhale, down to heart center. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Plant the hands on the mat. And when you're ready, on an exhale, step the left foot back up onto the toes. Pivot that left heel down to a 45-degree angle. Bend deep into the right knee. Cartwheel the arms up into warrior two. Find your balance, find your stance. Keep the arms parallel to the mat, gazing over the fingers of the right hand. Bend deep into the front knee. Couple deep breaths. Sink down a little lower with each exhale. Inhale, and then exhale to cartwheel the hands down to either side of the right foot. Pivot onto the toes of the left foot. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, step that left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, fingertips halfway. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. As you come into a standing pose, take a moment to put two parts of a pose together. So first we'll start with the arms. Bring the arms out to either side, spreading them wide. Bring them in together, crossing the right arm over the left. Lift the hands together. Bring the palms or the backs of the hands together, whichever is in your reach. And then lift the arms up. Deep breath. And when you're ready, release the arms, letting them come down parallel with the mat. Stretch them out. Bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers and lift the head and heart. Release the fingers. Shake them out. Same thing on either side. Lift the arms out, stretching them out wide. Cross the arms over, this time left over right. Bring the hands up together, palms if you can. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Feel that stretch through the shoulders. Deep breaths. When you're ready, release the hands on an exhale. Stretch the arms out. Counter it by bringing the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Lift the head and heart. Lift those hands off the back. Exhale, release. Let the arms go. Now we'll add in the legs. So legs for this pose is eagle pose. Ground into the right, or the left leg rather. Left leg. And from here, lift the right leg up. Exhale to bring that right foot around. So right leg comes in front of the left. And you can leave the toes here on the mat if that's where you're comfortable. If you like, you can lift those up, tuck them around behind the calf here, and bend your left knee slightly. Comes into those eagle legs. Take a moment here. You can use your hands to kind of steady. Take a deep breath. Then when you're ready, touch those toes down. Reach that right foot out, and then come down. Shake the legs out. Same thing on the other side. Ground the right foot down into the mat. Shifting your weight over to that right foot. Lift the left foot up. Cross it in front of the right leg. Bring the toes to the mat. And stay here. Or if you like, lift those toes up. Wrap them around the back of the calf. Bend your right knee slightly. You can use your arms as counterbalance. Couple deep breaths. And when you're ready, and of course you can come out anytime, tap the toes down, stretch that left foot out, bring it down to the mat, and shake it out. You'll find you have better balance on one side than the other, and that's okay. All right, now it's time to put them all together. So with that, start on the left leg, grounding that left leg in. We'll start with the legs. Reach the right foot out. Cross that right foot over, around in front of the left. And you can again stay here on the toes or tuck that leg, that foot behind the left calf. Find your balance, bend that left knee a little bit more. Then from here, opposite arms. So crossing the arms, left over right. You may touch your toes down to do the arms, left over right. And then as you lift the elbows, tuck that foot, or you can leave it on the mat, whichever feels good. Bending deep into the left knee as much as feels good. Creating this oppositional twist. And then when you're ready, straightening up, releasing the legs, and then the arms. Very good. Shaking it out. Other side. Ground into the right leg. Lift the left foot up. Cross it over. Touch the toes down. Arms right over left. And the palms together. As you lift the elbows, bend into the right knee and tuck the foot behind. Or leave it on the ground, whichever feels good. You may find you're able to lift that foot up off on one side, but not the other. And again, that's okay. Find your balance. Make sure you don't fall. Couple deep breaths. Inhale, straighten the leg. Bring the foot down to the mat. Release the arms. Shake it out. Bring the feet wide from here. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands to the hips, thumbs on the back hip points. Squeeze the elbows together. Bend the knees slightly and hinge at the hips to bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Bringing your back nice and straight. You can adjust your stance as you need to. From here, bring your left hand into the center of the mat. You can come up onto the fingertips or onto your palm, whichever feels good. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Replace the left. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Come back into that center. Bend the elbows to let the head hang down and come down as far as you'd like. You can bend in the knees a little bit more. Release through the legs and shoulders. When you're ready, come back up onto the fingertips. Bring the hands up to the hips. Bend into the knees. Press into the feet to lift the head and heart up. Heel toe the feet back in together. Roll the shoulders back. Very good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. From here, walk the feet back into a plank. Take a couple breaths here in plank. Press through the heels. Keep some bend in the elbows. Pressing through the chest, up into the shoulders. Then when you're ready, drop the knees down and make your way into seated. Coming into seated. Roll all the way down into your back. And when you come down to the back, shift your shoulders underneath you. Keep your knees bent. Feet come close into the hips. From here, plant your hands on the mat next to your hips. Press into the feet, and as you do, lift your hips up off of the mat. rolling up onto the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. You can interlace the fingers underneath the hips if you like. Get a little bit more, but really pushing onto the shoulders. Couple deep breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Roll the spine down, one vertebrae at a time. You can windshield wipe your knees from side to side. And then when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Take deep breaths. And then let your legs gently, just as they are, fall over to the right side of your mat. Stretch your left arm out and let your head fall over to that left side to complete the twist. This allows your spine to release and relax. If you'd like, you can stretch both arms out. Let your eyes close. Allow yourself to let go for just a few moments. When you're ready, roll your head back into center. Pull your arms in. Hug your legs into your chest. And then let them fall over to the left side of the mat. Stretch your right arm out. Let your head fall over to that right side. You can even stretch your left arm out if that feels good too. Find where your legs are comfortable without worrying about holding a particular shape. If you find that you have any pinching in your back, you can stretch your arms together, touching your palms, and then come back. That usually relieves any sort of pinching or discomfort in the upper to mid back. Let your eyes close. Let your breath deepen. Allow yourself to release just a little bit more. When you're ready, bring your head back in the center. Pull your arms in and hug your knees up into your chest one more time. You can rock them from side to side, giving your low back a little massage. You can take them in small circles, pulling them around one way, and then switching directions. When you're ready, give them one more squeeze, and then stretch your legs out to the outside edges of your mat. Find yourself on your mat. Allow yourself to sink down as much as you like. If you need to relieve some discomfort in the low back, press your feet into the mat, lift your hips up off the mat just a little bit, and roll the spine down. Let your feet fall out to either side of the mat where they will. Shift your shoulders underneath you, let your arms fall out to either side, and start to release. Deepen the breath, bringing your awareness back to the breath. Bring your awareness back to the rise and fall of your chest, to the filling and emptying of your belly, to the sensation of air as it flows in and out of your nose. Deep breaths. As you breathe, guide your mind's focus to the breath. Use it as a singular point to allow the mind to let go of the rest of your day, let go of the rest of your to-dos or worries or plans. As you notice thoughts start to wander through, as they will, allow the thoughts to flow on by and gently, without judgment, guide your mind back to your breath, back to stillness. As you release your mind, also start to release your body. Starting from the crown of the head, soften the muscles throughout your body as you notice and touch each part with your awareness. Soften down through the back of your neck into your shoulders. Release the arms through the elbows, forearms, hands, and fingertips. Soften through the back body, starting with the backs of the shoulders, the upper, mid, and low back, allowing that release to flow down through the glutes, into the backs of the thighs, behind the knees, into the calves. Release down through the backs of the calves, into the ankles and the bottoms of the feet, all the way down to the toes. Allow that release to flow back up over the tops of the feet, into the ankles, the shins, the kneecaps, and the tops of the thighs. Let the legs sink down and let the bones be as heavy as they are. Soften up into the hips and pelvis. Feel the softness of your belly and into your side body. Release up through the ribs and chest by expanding the chest with a deep inhale. Exhale to let it all go. Soften up through collarbone and into the fronts of the shoulders. Release through the tops of the shoulders and up into the sides of the neck. Let that release flow around the front of the neck and throat, swallowing if needed to release the throat. Let the ears fall back and away, release and relax. And let that release flow down into the jaw, all the way to the chin, letting the mouth open slightly to let the tension in your jaw melt away. Open the mouth and let the muscles around the mouth relax and release. Soften around the nose, cheeks, under your eyes, and let the eyelids sink and release. Let the eyes sink back into their sockets. Soften through the forehead and up through the eyebrows into the temples and up into the scalp. As if you're getting a tingly scalp massage, feel that release flow all the way around your head, back to the crown of the head where you started. Imagine the sensation of your brain sinking back into its skull. Allow your body to enjoy this moment of open, spacious release as you let go, surrender to gravity, to the release of your muscles, to the release of tension. Allow yourself to be cradled and supported by the earth beneath you. And allow your mind to release, letting go as you focus on your breath. Take these next few moments of quiet stillness to be right where you are, present with your body, present with your breath, and present with yourself. Start to bring small movements to your fingers and toes, gently guiding you back to wakefulness. Slowly and gently make your way to roll over onto your right side and rest there for a moment, using your arm as a pillow. Savor these last few moments of stillness. And then when you feel the urge to move, Using the strength of your hands, press yourself back up to seated. Using your arms, slowly bringing your head up last. Move easily and slowly, coming back into seated position. Once you're there, take deep breaths. We'll seal our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together. Exhale down to heart center. 2 more. Last one. Bow to yourself in gratitude for your practice and this time that you have taken for yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this Vinyasa flow practice. I hope to see you next time. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day and namaste.